Hello everyone to the first part of the tutorial for Hogwarts Legacy, Kill Ranrock, or if you'd like, defeat the Ranrock category. Let's just dive into the run, so we start creating our character. But the time doesn't start here, of course. Our timer starts whenever we press this button, Start Your Journey. Of course, for this category, Legacy Ranrock, it is not important really if you have a male or female character. So this one you can really make your own character as much as you like. If you like to play the witch, of course you can play the witch. If you like to play a wizard, you do that. Important note, you can press here starting with difficulty. To be honest, in story we allow to switch categories. A little small typo, sort of. We allow to change our difficulty, and therefore you really can just start with hard for some reason, the entirety of the intro, and just switch it later on. So it's not really that important, nothing really here also important, you just name your character. For instance, I'll just name myself Skill It Tutorial, because what we are doing is tutorial indeed. So yeah, names of course they are not really necessary, but of course as as a moderator for this game I would like you to not have something against Twitch tiers or something like that, against speedrun.com tiers. Please keep it under the rules and don't do stuff. So when you press your journey, if you have a live split on, of course it will start by itself, and it should start like after we press, it will go black and then it starts. And of course we start in with skipping the cutscenes. I really suggest you load in the game, because this cutscene, the second one, for whatever reason for me, every time I started with a fresh open game, it lags a bit. I don't know if it is just me, but it's sort of just recommendation by me that it's gonna be quite helpful.
Perhaps a bit.
Of course, this first part is semi-straightforward. Nothing is gonna happen
Stuff will right you in a second.
at all. So we just drink the potion, and this part of the intro is hard to explain. So let's just silently watch it.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he...
What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
You don't even need to look around
But
during
that key
this
you
part, by
discovered
the
was
way.
clearly a port key.
Port key.
Just telling.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no
Yeah,
idea who
before
created this
Kick
port key.
stops talking about this,
Or
you
why.
can start holding W in order to start moving as fast as possible. Second important thing about the speed of whatever happening, the movement speed. Currently we don't have sprinting unlocked, so this is the fastest way, one of the fastest way
How
sprint
far did that
running.
port key take us?
Second being the rolling. Above sprinting is Swift, that will unlock later on in the round, and of course flying on the broom is the fastest one.
This has not
So
been the day either
just
of us
walking it
expected.
looks like slightly
But
running, but
Miriam
it's
sent that
slower.
port key to George for
So
a reason.
instead of
And I believe that she
instead of just walking,
and
we
now
are
George
gonna
died
roll
in
all the way
pursuit
up,
of whatever it was
because
meant to
it's
lead to.
just slightly, but
If
you know,
you're sure you're all right,
it's faster,
and wouldn't
so
mind
it is a
indulging me,
huge recommendation
I'd like
to
to have a
roll
look
all the way
around.
up.
Absolutely, sir.
Good.
So yeah,
Let's
prepare
see
to
if we can
spam rolling
find a
while
path,
holding W
however faded
or
it may
your
be.
forward input. And we're just gonna roll. As you
Mind
see,
your
we are
step.
slightly faster than Fix, so the
Where
game
do you
has to make it
suppose you might have got the port key
Fix slightly faster.
A good question.
Here, everything is straightforward, wait until feet or else won't be able to catch up.
Magic.
Yes.
And now
A
we have to
powerful
wait
magic
until
wielded
Fix
by a rare
says
few.
the specific line.
Seems to have been
Near
lost
him.
to time. Hogwarts
this one,
Castle
and we
was
can
built
just
by,
press it
and is itself a stronghold of that ancient
and
magic.
get all the way down
I don't
here.
know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it
And
was
we
to do
just
with that
stand
search.
somewhere here, prepared to do
There's the path down
the
below. This
basic
way.
cast. So again, nothing to talk about this part. It's quite straightforward
But sir,
until
why
certain
was your
point.
wife searching for evidence of
And we're
lost
slowly but
magic?
surely going to it.
Miriam
So I'll
wanted to
just
understand why
silently
such powerful
watch.
magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
And that's the first, by the way, small part. Where we
Is
can
that
save
ice?
slightly.
It's not cold enough here. It appears
So
to be a
after
sort
we
of
break this,
enchantment.
the enchantment
Someone
will
wanted to
roll
block
the way
this
down
path.
in order to start.
Let's see some of that
pulling down
wand work
there.
you were practicing. Focus
So
on the
let
center.
me just show it. 1, 2, 3. Spam roll. And we start rolling down. And of course skip this part. Be prepared.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
And of course we need to carefully get up here. There you go. Wait until Fix says up there and start running to here. And we are gonna set ourselves up.
Ah, up there.
Of course, if you're not really, let's say, sure if you're good with these tricks and such, of course you can skip them. They'll lose you some time, but it shouldn't be that critical. Of course, Inter
Steady
is
yourself.
quite an important part of the run,
Reparo!
but it's just not that really much helpful. So yeah, fixing, we set up ourselves by a specific way. I forgot to explain this. In order to this cutscene to work out normally. Of course, we roll all the way again.
Almost there.
And here we're sadly gonna be blocked by rolling. Yep. And we just walk again here. And we just follow the spot where we're supposed to go to
Why would someone have built this here?
while they're
I
talking.
suspect they value
And of
their
course,
privacy.
the tutorial about
portkey
the
led
mini
us here
map
for a
is
reason.
gonna appear slightly
Let's have a
after
look
you
around
can
for
see
anything
the
that
mini map
seems
on the
Out of place.
top left. Oh, sorry, down left. So I usually see it around here spawning. Yep, here it is, and we skip it, and again start rolling.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But
Here we
what-
just watch
what's
this
this?
cutscene
Professor
until
Fig.
Fig says, until they are both done, the main protagonist and Fig, and we just spam F or whatever your interaction button is, and we start doing the stuff.
How odd.
So far it's
Why
still
would someone have
straightforward.
conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
And after this cutscene, you start holding backward and start
In
spamming
Merlin's name?
rolling, and we need to roll twice to get to the
Godric's heart.
to the goblin.
Where are we?
I wanted to say doggy for
don't
whatever
believe it.
reason. Yeah.
Hello?
Investigate and skip another few cutscenes. This one, for some reason, for me, doesn't skip that fast.
Here
You
we
have
are.
to slightly wait. So this is the first, like, 8 minutes of the run. We are
When
finally
was
at,
the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed
why
at my
did I
desk
forget?
for
Why did I
hundreds
want
of
to say
years.
Hogwarts or
In that
Hogsmeade?
time, no
Gringotts,
one
of course.
has visited Vault 12.
So yeah, here we just
until
follow,
today.
watch again the cutscene, and after that we can press shift in order to slightly run. This is the place where running is slightly starting to unlock.
Thank you for your help.
Yep, press it, we can run in. Again, there's a
do you
cutscene
suppose we
before
should
we
be
learn
looking
the
I'm not
power,
sure.
or power.
So, I wonder if you
Revelio,
might...
of
Instructions
course,
for Vault
one of the
12
most
indicate
important
dying to
spells
grant access to the holder room
in
key
the games,
and
but
then
not
close
that
the door.
really useful in the run.
Wait.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what
Yeah,
we're missing,
here
shall we?
we just
Ready your wand.
do the
and
Revelio
focus.
learning. I suggest you like going on the path of spell. By the way, don't forget to use these, or you'll lose some time. I just forgot it. And of course, spam my Revelio twice.
Revelio.
So here we wait until they've
There.
done
I saw
talking.
something.
Move a bit closer.
Then we
and
use
try
Revelio,
again.
and then we run to the door. You can do it
A
differently,
door.
but I think this is
Well,
one of the
that's a
greatest ways.
start. There's that symbol again. I don't
And after
suppose
this
you see a way
cutscene, there's
to-
an
I
important part.
do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Yeah, after discussing, you start holding W, roll, and after main protagonist starts
Lumos.
rolling, we hold D. Or whatever
This is no
to the right
ordinary
here.
vault.
And we go to
I
this
suspect
pillar,
we'll need to earn
and we
our
aim
way
somewhere
out of
like
here.
here,
What do you mean,
closest
earn our way
to
out?
west.
Do you think
Then
this
to
is some
south.
sort of test?
Is it south? Yes,
I
it's
do.
south.
But
Wait
to
until
what end,
Pig
I can't
stops
say.
talking about this
Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things
and
go
starts
poorly.
rolling to there.
Not out of Gringotts.
Here. So Fig is following us, and we go to
I see
this.
something up ahead.
And
What is
starts
it?
again spamming for
Glow.
interaction.
But
You won't be able to interact until Fig is there.
Lumos.
It is slightly faster than
When I moved
the
towards
normal
the
way,
glow,
but
it suddenly seemed
it is
as if
still
the ground
faster by
was
like
swirling
10 seconds or
about.
so.
Are
In
you
it,
all right?
each second matters
Yes,
a
sir.
lot.
I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
In Rebellion here, we are gonna
Revelio.
try to perform a trick
presume
called
this is what you
Lumos Skip.
saw reflected in the floor.
So wait until this
The
entire
reflection's
cutscene
still
goes,
there,
and
but the
then we
statue's
start learning
positions don't
Lumos.
match. Wait, when you moved,
And
the
there's an
reflection
important
turned
part.
in the
That's why we
direction
set
of the
up
light.
the Lumos,
Perhaps you
the
should
spell
cast
usage
Lumos.
one on the first spell usage on 2 inputs. The reason why is that we'll try to spam the entire inputs, both of them, in order to cast Lumos before the small tutorial interaction window opens about Lumos, and it will save us around 3 seconds in total with something next. So let me try to do it. Of course, these 3 seconds are not really that important, I'll be honest. And of course you can get still a great Lumos without it. A Lumos tutorial without it. But of course we'll try to do start spamming as late as possible. Sadly I don't have my second input for spellcasting on my non-board, but that's alright. Let's see.
Lumos.
There you go. Oh, it worked, nice.
How the
Of course, this
reflections turn towards
tab
me.
1 to cast or exceeded
Does follow
Lumos
the light.
will be here for a long time, for entirety of winter, I must say. And the main benefit of this working is that, first of all, we skipped this part, so we were already like making the statue up, while also this small tutorial appeared. And second of all, you'll see later on. So now we fight Guardians, try to look at where Fig is aiming to not kill the Guardian Fig is aiming for. Because he first kills, and you're not. So it's slightly faster to just, let Fig deal with the others. While you're also like, killing Guardians. After that, we aim for north, of course, be close to Fig for this to happen.
Stay close!
And wait until that proceeds and run to the north. I like to do it early, but there is an invisible wall, so that's
Professor!
not that faster.
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you?
After
This isn't
that,
am I
of
supposed to
course,
go?
interacting with this thing,
That's where they're leading.
then we press Revelio. I like to roll,
Suppose I'm on my own.
again
this
using
time.
Lumos and activating this thing. And what I prefer to do, let me explain real quick in the pause. Since we're on story, we have quite a lot of time to react to us being attacked by blocking Protega, so for that I'm gonna hold as long as possible the Protega attack and use it to damage other statues as much as possible. And after that, what we'll do is we damage this the third one. Because when you use Protega, you'll deal way more damage.
I'm gonna have to fight my way
So
out
yeah,
of
let
here.
me just show it in the action. Here. And by the way, because we have a Numa skip, the tutorial mark about what it's called. It's called Stupefy won't appear, so we can just proceed with this quest. That's why it saves quite a lot of time. Quite a really great time save, I must say. So we try to attack, but at the same time we have some guardians near us, so they'll try to attack. Like this. To damage them even more. After that we go to east. So the fight is already going to east. Yep, right. And we interact with this thing. And after all of that, we skip 4 cutscenes. This one is a skippable small cutscene. Again, you can press shift or whatever you have for running in order to enter running mode. So we skip these 4 cutscenes, and after the 4 skips, we'll have the next cutscene. It is like around 1 minute and 1 second. And the best enter time, so if you get sub 15 minutes
We have a sorting
intro,
ceremony to get to.
congratulations, you had a really good intro actually. Like sub 15 is great time, everything passed. But to be honest, a good intro can be count like 15, everything before 15:30. So got sub 15, good job, really great intro, congratulations. I would be happy for you. Until 15:30, it's like, it's a really good one, but to be honest, don't care about. Oh my lord, this part is so loud. Don't care about intro that much. Hogwarts Legacy does appear. Finally, this tab 1 to cast or extinguish Lumos will disappear. By the way, important thing, I'll link down in the description the tutorial on how to do the safe house files. So what it does is that you'll be able to like make the game think you're actually have your Pottermore account linked to the legacy,
Good. We haven't
and
missed the
therefore,
sorting
and it also
ceremony.
has a specific house picked.
I'm no
And you're
expert,
able to
but
do the stuff.
that
In this
seems
case,
more
we'll be able to just don't care about
now.
picking everything
Of
up
course,
and just set up
Thank you.
spam to get into Ravenclaw.
jealous.
Professor Weasley!
Because Ravenclaw is the fastest house. In case of Ragnarok, so we just spam. And since I have set up Ravenclaw,
You belong in.
I just go straight forward. So this safe house save file house tutorial is quite important if you want to go fast and have like Ravenclaw already with you. But the main idea is also to not have Warner Brothers account linked to Hogwarts Legacy.
Looks like everyone's
So
gone.
it is gonna be slightly
Let's head to
annoying.
the common room.
Now we just talk. First of all, we talk to Everett. Hello, Professor
I
Weasley.
suppose some introductions are in order.
So we skip everything up. And after we talk to everyone and the quest updates,
Brilliant, Army.
you saw Professor Professor Weasley going somewhere down. It is gonna be a huge time loss to run for her. So instead of that, what we're gonna do after we talk to Samantha and skipping the entire cutscene. We are gonna slightly wait until the quest updates. Here,
Hey there.
we press F10 to go to settings and reload the from previous save. We'll end up closer to the exit from the common room. See? And you won't believe Professor Weasley is gonna be here. There she is. Again, skip the cutscenes. And after slight while, we'll try to sneak up the roll. It is gonna be
This
quite
way.
important.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice
So
your
again,
magic
we just follow
and
Professor
educate
Weasley,
yourself
nothing
about
goes
wizarding lore.
wrong now.
I certainly would have
Ooh, yeah, yeah,
appreciated
got
something
stuck
like the
slightly.
field guide when I was a student.
So around a little bit.
Why
Revelio.
do you
Revelio.
cast Revelio on
And start
and
spamming
see
roll.
what
There
details
it is. I sneaked up the roll. This is the first one important. It saves quite much. Again, thank you for small glitch. But here,
provide?
and now we just do this small trick. We press
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities
the button to
like
use
that.
basic cast and
Inside
then we immediately spam.
No time to waste.
A
With
jumping
classes to
that
attend.
makes us go
You've
slightly
been
faster.
practicing.
Of course, you can not do this trick, but I highly suggest it since it saves quite a bit of time and it's quite an easy one to learn. Until we go here and we start spamming M,
Perfect opportunity to show
and we
you
just
how
do
to
the
use
entire
blue
tutorial.
flames to
This
get
shows
around a
the
bit quicker.
Ravenclaw tower,
Your field
blue flame
guide
at first,
contains a map of the
so
castle.
we press at
Open it up and
the
find
place it is.
Central Hall.
So yeah, this, skip this stuff, press, escape, and Central Hall. And we are coming up to one of the most important tricks. And because of that, I'll probably save my game in order
And here we
to
are.
just in case not
Quite the time
fail it.
saver.
And try to
These
sneak
stairs
here.
lead directly to Central Hall.
Roll. You should do it around when this
You
is
can
a
get
Central
almost
Hall, but I
anywhere
feel
in the castle
miserably,
quickly from
not really a
Central
fan
Hall.
of this roll for whatever reason. The game doesn't like to make me roll there.
Perhaps mind what you're doing there.
Of course, we're skipping cutscene, and there's the important part where we, just in case you can save, because this skip actually saves around 13 minutes. It is big, even more. So again, we can save the game at any time. We are allowing saving and loading. So what we do, we
Revelio.
revalue this page, and then we talk to Fig. Really important you to train the trick. As I said, it's quite hard because it is timing wise. You have quite a small window to do it. First of all, second of all, it disables if you fail it. If you don't get the so-called page glitch, we call it, then you basically disable most of the tricks that are gonna be happening in this run, except one. I'll mention the trick down when it will happen in the tutorial. But yeah, it's quite important. It makes our life slightly harder with some tricks, but it is still a really huge one. It saves, as I said, I think more than 30 minutes. It is saving just 30 minutes by itself. So yeah, we're talking to Fig, and after we talk to him, what we do, we roll back, and we interact with the page. And so what happens, the tutorial part appears while we're at the page. That's what should happen. And now we skip this. I like to untrack this. And that's the important part. See, Central Hall Fountain is here. I see it. I'll explain deeper down the stuff what can happen right now. So if you don't see Central Hall Fountain guide page, it's quite bad. You'll get another trick called Sound Glitch. It's still the same, but the great problem is that the sound of the game, most of the sounds just gonna be gone. So you won't be hearing dialogue lines and actually a lot of stuff. So you continue, the game is frozen. If it's frozen, that's great, it's really good. We press F10 or P, so save and load. We restart from the save. And of course you can check out if you got the sound glitch or the page glitch, depending on this route. I got the page glitch. Oh, sorry, page glitch, sound glitch. So first part of this tutorial is gonna be on this. But yeah, so let me just real quick, in case you don't know, the reason why we ask runners to basically exit from the game and reload it entirely whenever they are done with the runs and try another one is because the page glitch works throughout. Even if you go to main menu, it's still gonna work. So in order to it to stop working, of course you need to basically exit the game and then it is not gonna. So let me just demonstrate. I exited the game. Here, I load the game, load my skill tutorial, and let's see. Well, who it is? It's still this the sound glitch. So only if I Alt F4 from the game, for example, and start reloading it. So yeah, as you see, again the game is here.
Revelio.
After I reloaded, the sound is on, the page glitch is gone. So we'll try to redo this again. So talk to Fig, roll, wait slightly bit, pick up the page, do the stuff. Page is here, F10. Sometimes this can happen, press F10 again, and reload the game. Let's see, will I get? I got this page glitch, nice. Now the sounds are slightly lower, but still, they're still at least here. So after that, we again talk to Fig, even though we can proceed with other quests. It is important to talk to Fig, or else you won't get enough level to do Weasley after class quest. So yeah, we talk again to Fig, and before going off, we jump here, we roll, and we pick up the potions. Blue Flame. And another one important we have to pick up is this one. The Transfiguration Classroom. Oh, the Transfiguration Courtyard one. This trick is quite time-savvy. I'm gonna teach it to you. But it's not that necessary if you're not really good at timing. So we learn the spell again, the Leviosa one. We skip the next cutscene, we wait until Hecate is done talking. We press like basic cast, as she says, and then we immediately go to the setting. So this is how it goes.
Now, let's try something. Let us begin with the basic cast.
So the main
See how
benefit
the
of this
dump
trick is
deflected
that,
your
as you
cast.
see, first of all we
This
go to
time,
Heart. I'll
cast
explain it later
Leviosa
on.
First, then the basic
The main
Remember,
benefit of page glitch
a
is that
surprised
we can, by the way,
opponent is a weak opponent.
press 2 after a
As
member.
Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Finally, she's done. The main benefit of page glitch is that whenever we go to menu, whenever we press tab or map or etc., the game still goes on. So while something is happening, we also can do something in the settings. So in our case, we switch from story to hard. And the reason is that the Sebastian fight is slightly faster. So, let me demonstrate this whole stuff in just the story, how you would do it in story,
Good. Well
and then in
done.
hard, because it is slightly faster. Again, skipping cutscenes.
Very good. But the best way to...
And now we wait until Sebastian,
This should be easy.
the Q starts glowing, like that. Then we press, Sebastian goes flying, 4 hits, Leviosa 4 hits. This is how we do it on story, if you're playing on story, but as I said, it is slightly slower. So let me quickly reload my game and show to you
That's enough spectacle.
how to
for
do
one.
this whole stuff on hard.
All right. That's enough
Oh.
spectacle for one day.
I think this should be good. The save should be good. Yep. So again, we learn the spell. So this is a small variation, basically. how you can do the Leviosa part or Defense Against the Dark Arts part. So again, learning, fun, cutscene, fun. Now we switch
Now,
to hard
let's try
after
some. Let us begin with the basic cast.
we cast it.
See how the dummy deflected your cast. This
Wait
time,
until
cast
Hackett
Leviosa
says,
first, then the basic
remember.
cast. Remember. Good. Well done.
And again, we wait for Sebastian to do the same stuff, but it's slightly harder but
Very
faster
good. But
because
the
he does it
best-
like without this whole setting up.
This should be easy.
So yep, this
Complicates things.
and for again this.
Nothing lucky
As I
about
said, it is faster by quite a lot because they're just not happening this slow rescue and stuff. Such skipping cutscene with Hecate, two rolls,
Nice work.
and now try to be not blocked by Ominous Gaunt here.
Till next time.
Oh, I didn't get the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, Blue Flame, and run all the way here. Don't follow this yellow stuff, it quite lies the fast spot. Now we go up to the Charms classroom, but before we go to this floor, we get the Blue Flame, and as we get it, we roll down, back. Yep. And then we go to the Charms and start the quest. This is where it's most important, first of all, because if you were playing this on hard, you'll have this red line going up for you. If you
Accio.
suddenly got into it, you're being too slow, it will eat
That
you
is
up.
not bad.
And Sadek. So we skip two cutscenes. Interesting fact, because of the page glitch, the entire terrain is black like this. So we do 4 castle history. 1, 2, 3, and we go to the settings. First of all, we switch again to hard, to story if we weren't playing on story, and we go back to 30 FPS. The reason why we are playing at 30 FPS is that Natty actually IQ the balls very much faster on 30 FPS compared to like 120. It is like 8 seconds each ball.
sir.
So basically, we do this. Natty summons first ball, and then we just pump 4. So we Aki and immediately stop Aki. It is faster to lose this entire first battle, let's say. The Aki won. We got 10 points, it's fine. We don't need to win, unlike in Sebastian's case where you just mandatory to win this fight. But in Natty's one, you can easily lose it, and it won't do anything at all if you lose or win. So in the first first round, we just do all 10s as much as possible. But during the second one, it is slightly different. The reason why, if you know the game... Oh, I forgot to press F4. That would be a huge mistake, by the way. Don't be me. Don't do like that. This is actually a huge time loss, would be. So after that, there's a skippable cutscene that we can skip. There you go. And now, because of these boxes that can, when we just stop pressing forward, when we stop packing, they can actually throw the balls out of this part here, and it will be a huge time loss, and therefore we'll try to get blocked by these boxes. But if we aren't able to, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna Aki all the way here. This is slightly faster. So I see Natty's going for this, so we'll try to mirror Natty, so we'll start doing this one. And hopefully we will be blocked. Yep, that's good. And the third ball, While like in the third ball, we are gonna switch down again to 120 or 60 FPS, depending on what you prefer to play on. Because playing on 30 FPS is painful. Oi, 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 I'm accidentally pressing F4.
Accio.
Yeah, I press this, and then I switch to 120. You have quite a lot of time to do so. And there are gonna be 2 unskippable cutscenes. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
A small joke because I know a lot of cutscenes. After that, there's gonna be Ronan saying class is dismissed. We skip entire dialogue with
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way
with
out.
Nettie. Again, we just spam a spacebar for me because it means select. And then we talk to Ronan, we just skip him.
Humans.
Then we press M, and we teleport to classroom. Transfiguration courtyard. And we are now gonna perform one of the most important things of the round. At the start. Called Weasley After Class Skip. So there's a task called Weasley After Class, and we are gonna skip it. Or how we just call it, back skip. So what you do, the quest starts, we press F, and then immediately we press the map button. So by default it's M. And we're forwarding a lot to, as you understood, the default binding. So again, F, M, the cutscene goes, it's gonna do this because we have this, and we teleport again to Transfig Courtyard. And what will happen, the entire class is gonna be skipped, and also this will appear. And now we're gonna do Professor Ronan's assignment. That also has a quite important trick. So talking, again, we roll to press shift. We roll into the doors because it's slightly faster, and we try to get these 2 pages as fast as possible. I got one of the greatest RNGs. Oh wow! Of course I got it during tutorial and not the and not during the run. That's just so annoying, but at the same time it's really cool because I can show it to you guys off. So after that we talk to Ronan, and while we're talking, again this trick only available if you're doing the page glitch. So we press Ronan, we skip all the dialogues and pressing M, and it allows us to open this. Then we do astronomy wing and classroom. And this actually allows us to skip the entire learning the spell drawing stuff, so we can just run all over here. It is saving quite a lot of time. It is newly found trick, so of course it is really great one for you to start with. So Bell Tower Courtyard we pick up, talk to Nancy, and it's an important one. Oh, this one part is actually one of the most important. It is called the Welcome to Hogsmeade. So we skip this cutscene, and now we're just rolling. So we jump on this fountain to slightly cut the corner.
Yes, I had
We get the north exit one. This is the north one, I'm very cool. But finally enough, you'll see something cool. Now we jump on here, try to not get the ledge caps, they're bad. Just look straight, then jump and then aim for it. We just follow this very specific... okay, ledge cap again. Ooh, I'm already getting lucky with ledge caps. Quite an annoying thing that can happen. Oh, yeah, wow. Again, it's all the jumping timing, you'll probably get used to it. I'm really bad for some reason. Now we run all the way here, and we go down, and then this cutscene actually continues. That's great.
Oh? What's
We aim like this,
They are interesting to look at.
and wait until night is done.
You can also use
Again rolls. 1, 2, you can actually do the third one, jump. And now we run again. The reason why we are doing that is because we are running, and Nat is also running because of that. By the way, this ledge cap could have been so bad. Yep, it can happen. But whatever you should be doing is that you run all the way here,
It's off
you should
limits
be
to
fine,
students,
but I fuck
as the
up.
name
In
implies.
case that happens, you can just
Why is
slightly
it
go
off
here.
limits?
That's
The
good.
professors claim it is too dangerous. I think
I'll
that calling
probably
it
try
forbidden
to show
only
it
makes
all
more alluring.
clear after,
There's
like,
Hogsmeade
we already
over
tried
there.
this,
I would spend
but
all
all
of my
clear.
time exploring if I
You
could.
can get here
I
the
confess,
item.
I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you
Roll.
knew the area, since you're
Now
relatively
get
new
Lich
here.
Cap.
She said that? She
Come,
knows more about me than I
roll.
had thought. I will say. Well, I certainly learned
And
a
then
great
we
deal
go
in class.
here.
How
You can
settle
grab
in?
these moonstones just as a
remember
joke.
when
They are
Professor
not
Maya
useful in
arrived.
in the run, but I like them.
Everything was so
After
new
we
and
got off
unfamiliar.
this red line,
I'm
we
getting
just
used
do
to
this.
things.
And now we
What
need to
about
set
you?
up
Do you finally feel
specifically.
settled?
I use this as a setup, so my one leg
But it is
is
beautiful
on this,
here. And getting out of the castle and
I don't know,
exploring
stone
helped me
part,
to adjust quite a bit.
and I look somewhere like here. So you see,
Hello, Mr. Moon.
this is my
Have
setup,
you met our new
and we are
friend?
waiting for a specific line.
You might want to turn back.
When Gladwin Moon says good luck to both of you,
Is everything
what we are
alright,
gonna
sir?
do, we wait a second or so, and then we start 2 rolls to there,
What did Mr. Moon?
and then 1 jump.
Jemmy,
Look.
guys, ugly and airy and terrifying.
It's quite an important
She'll
trick.
be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon.
We run here, and Nat is supposed to run with us. Yep, great. I mean, it worked. Now we jump here. Of course, I got the ledge crab.
There is much to see outside of the castle.
Now
walls,
we
not
jump
just
here.
Hogsmeade. I am happy to
We
explore.
can
whenever
jump
you'd like.
on here,
Rumors being
and
what
we
they are
run. We
about
try
goblins
to
and
get.
such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
So what you can do, you can run all the way here.
And here we are.
You get teleported to this cutscene when Night is done, and
Revelio.
grab here the rest. I didn't get it fast. That is fine,
Enjoy
but that's
yourself.
quite
I will
helpful.
see you soon.
So again, ham, and then close. And let me show it everything now in the right way. By the way, your cursor now look like this. Because, yeah. So again, let's try this, but now gratefully, without any mistake. So yep, let's begin again.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to
And I'll
accompany
just
you.
try to as much
Yes.
silent
I had
as
planned
possible,
to
so
extend an
you
invitation
basically
to
have
you
a
myself. I thought you might enjoy a better
understanding
view of the
how
village.
you're supposed to do all of this.
The timing of Professor Weasley. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I
Birthday
would rather
jump
be
happens to
indoors.
best of us. But I think
Not much for the
you
gold,
should
are
be
you?
fine rolling there instead of jumping.
I do not mind the
Jumping should be
consequences.
slightly faster, but also slightly riskier because of ledge caps.
I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess, I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, how are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so...
But the way I should mention that everything I'm grabbing
I'm getting
here,
used to things.
except the gear,
What about
is
you?
not
Do you find
necessary
yourself
to, it's just as a joke, so Don't take my example. If you see, the only really important thing you should grab is the gear. Nothing else. Not moonstones, not everything else.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Everything else is
Have you
just
met our new
useless.
fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demigod. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such.
You're getting slightly
nice to have a
stuck.
friend with you.
It's good to you
Keep that in mind.
slightly go slightly further in the
Here
circle.
we are.
So
It is hard to know where to start.
Young today aren't willing to.
The three broomsticks is the place for butterbeer.
there
And
you
you
go.
can-
That's a great show.
Enjoy yourself.
This
I
whole
will see you
stuff.
soon.
By the way, you can sneak up the roll here if I recall. Now we go to Ollivander first. It's important. Be careful with Ollivander. He is the one that can give you the
What do you think?
so-called death stare. So I'd slightly wait until he starts dialoguing to not get the death stared. So what is death stare is that when basically the game confuses with dialogue and it's just for 10 seconds doing absolutely nothing. So again, specific pathing, go on this to get a small boost. Always roll
Welcome
into
to
the
JP
doors to skip the
Potions.
small cutscene. Because it is only slightly but faster. And of course, the more you save time,
What can I do for you today?
the bigger the time save goes.
A wise decision. Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
After this, we don't pick any pages. That's the important part. Don't pick any pages until it's said otherwise. It is slightly for the future.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Now we wait until this
Do have a
quest
look
updates
around.
and magic need
Plenty of ingredients
disappears
to pique your interest, I'd wager.
here, and we reload. It will save our progress of what we done and this whole stuff, but also it puts us right at the start of the Hogsmeade, so we can go to Tombstone
An
Scrolls.
inquiring mind.
Now we wait. After that, we'll wait until the quest again updates,
Let's
and
look at
we are
what we
gonna
have,
do
shall we?
actually the same stuff.
Nothing like
So
finding
while it's updating,
if
we
you're
can go to
interested.
the magic need,
Feel free to take a look
to the
around
Tombstone
at the
Scrolls
rest
here,
of my
and grab another chest here for better gear.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Again, F10 for the settings or P, and reload the save will appear right in front of Natty actually. If of course you didn't start it too early. So talk to Natty, skip the cutscene with the troll, and do the roll, because it requires by the tutorial. And now in the story we can just tank all the damage, so what we do if he starts going at us, and we just tanking him. And we continue damaging troll as much as possible. He brought the barrel, that's sad. Oh well. And after that, we unlock it, we start throwing barrels
I
at
was
the troll.
trying to beat him to his own game. Took him long
And
enough.
after that, we unlock the ancient magic. So everything here is again straightforward. The troll fight and story is quite fast, and you should not have any issues with that if you just train it up a little bit. Again, skipping cutscene, and what we do, we press 3 to repair. Then we do the same on this building.
Good as new.
And then what we do, we aim at here, somewhere at here, and we start pressing repair. And we should fix all the other
Lucky
stuff.
they didn't
So,
do more damage.
so it's 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Yep.
One less
In
thing for
case
us to
you
sing
didn't
to
get
worry
one,
about.
you can just roll back and do the same stuff. Now we go to the shop.
were just talking about
talk to the shopkeeper. He's quite an important person in the entirety of tutorial. So we'll
Plenty
come
for your
back to him,
perusal today. Take
get
your
the
time.
rope, and do the other
Expect to
stuff
have
of
a sharp eye for
tutorial.
fashion.
And after talking to Nighty, we are gonna grab this the Flue Flame here.
I sell even more
It's quite
battle-worthy
important, so we run here. We jump off, got the North Hogsmeade, and we go carefully here. Nighty will follow us, and we stay like somewhere here. Should be alright.
Assuming it is not too busy,
And
you
the
might
cutscene
even
will
meet
start.
Sirona, the owner. She is a charming hostess.
The North
and a
Hogsmeade Flue
powerful
Flame is
witch.
quite important, but in the future of the run.
I
So
think
now
that
we
now might
just
be a good
get
time
out
to
of
head back to the
Three
castle.
Broomsticks and await Netsie around here. So talk to Nettie. Wait until the game says you to, yep. And now we just teleport back to Ravenclaw classroom. Classroom. Common room. What is today with me, people? Always trying to get tutorials in one go, but no plot is bad. Now after that we wait until this appears, like the complete Hogsmeade, and we teleport to this and to Professor Fig's classroom. This is why we picked up it earlier, because it was on the way and we don't need to run far away while it. Now we open field guide. We quickly press on Fig's letter and then exit it. And now we talk to Fig. In case you were here close, you just have to wait, but that's alright. You need to wait anyway. So we talk to Fig. And he's like, time to learn the stuff from Professor Hackett.
I'll let Professor Hackett.
So while this cutscene goes, we teleport to Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. And now we are gonna perform a very cool, neat trick that also been found not long time ago. Similar to skipping of the spell learning, we're gonna skip the dialogue with Professor Hackett. So what we gonna do, we go close to her,
I believe we have
press
some
M and then
matters to
F
discuss.
immediately.
I'm here
Then we
about
go
the new
south
spell
V
you wanted
and
to teach me.
Hogwarts south exit. Yes, actually, you may ask me, what we didn't were here. Why do we have this Flue Flame unlocked? But funny enough, for whatever reason, when you pick up the North Hogwarts exit, you also unlock this South Hogwarts exit. So that's fun. And again, the game says, "Yep, okay." The main protagonist talked to the Hackett, so now we proceed the quest and we do everything else now with the curse ones. So 2 rounds and combination practice. So talking to this guy and just perform the first duel. Skip the first cutscene. Now we got tutorial percent, we also skip it. So I immediately Leviosa, do this. Wait until, again, this. It should have broken the stuff. But I'll try to get this battle as fast as possible with other stuff we've learned previously. So again, skip and then immediately talk to Lucan. And now we just basically spam everything and do the damage training. So Accio and 4 times. Then we do Leviosa 4 times and then Leviosa 3 times. Accio 4 times.
Leviosa.
1, 2, 3, 4. Showing you how to do basic, what's it called? Combine. I just press repair for some reason. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Funny enough, these barrels, yep, they respawn every time you do the battles. So we are gonna use them again in the next battle. Ready to get there? Skip this cutscene too. Skip the tutorial about the violet Protego and do the same stuff as we did previously. Oh, no.
Don't shy away now.
Descendo!
What to do?
Yep, we are done with this. And what we are gonna do, we again gonna
The next round is for all the...
skip the spell learning, so do Professor Hackett because we are done with the assignment by her. Don't forget to roll
Nice to see you, my
to be
young
able
friend.
to press shift while rolling in order to start
I
running.
trust Mr. Brattleby.
And
was
again the
able to
same logic.
accommodate-
So while dialoguing spam and teleport to Professor Fig. And we'll skip again the learning the spell, the Incendio.
Feel free to practice.
And now we just basically proceed with everything, talk to Fig.
Ah, there you are.
And then there's gonna be cutscene about Professor
So,
Black.
Shall we proceed?
And what we do, we teleport back to Professor Hackett, but instead of Hackett, we're going to talk to Sebastian. And in order to skip all the stuff talking, we again can perform the same stuff, but differently. Roll back and run here, it is slightly faster. So, sort of same logic as we did before with first Hackett talking. We press this time F10 to go to settings, and then, well, the fade out happens with talk to Sebastian. And reload the save. What will happen then is that we get teleported to the next part of the quest. This one is quite one of the most important quests in this game, so there are gonna be a lot of explanation regarding the stuff happening. So roll, and then learn Disillusionment spell. Sadly we can't skip the learning of the spell. Then we get the tutorial, go up here, and we are gonna do a small neat trick called hardcore parkour. I call it hardcore parkour, you can call it whenever you want to. So we need to get on top of the stairs. Easy, we jump, and we are on top of it. And now we're gonna jump on another stairs, and now we jump here. You can actually make out on this the right part, or just go inside, but it is way more harder than actually going to the left. So again, we do the left. Try to do it in one helix motion. We just run.
Whoever said...
In case you got spotted, since I wasn't too fast, you can just do the Disillusionment. And here, we roll and run. Main protagonist himself will use this Disillusionment. Oh, yeah, that was quite dangerous. I was too risky here.
Wasn't so difficult after all.
And here we do
find
everything
that
basically
book.
the game says us to do. So step, Disillusionment, break the armor, and immediately go. You can actually do this. Go down here, and instead of proceeding there, we're just gonna go back and try to run all the way. Oh, there's the ghost, that's fine. Since we can't run for now, and we just go here, and while Disillusionment will get the chest, and now it is slower than actually moving like there. And we are here, and because of page glitch we can actually do small reset up while the Thieves is talking, so we do this. I prefer this combination, so 3 Leviosa, 4 is this. And also you can't really do the gear part, but you can do it while the I forgot the name of the spell, while repair is happening. Now the cutscene is there, you know, having so many thoughts.
Now, where's that
is that you can press
poltergeist
I
got
to summon gear 1. So
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
And I have some stuff. I don't actually have a lot of stuff. I can press this. Yep. We have at least something. So a little bit explaining the gear. So handwear, neckwear, and cloak and robes, the offensive stuff. So this is triangle, the offense triangle. It makes our offense go up. This one is defense triangle, because they're like in triangle stuff. So in the round we want to have as many offense as possible. So we need these three to happen, to be as much as possible. And these three, they're not that important. So we can get chests here. We can get the chest here by overjumping here. And do the stuff here.
That's it.
And now we're gonna do a small neat take. So we are gonna start running, and somewhere on the third step we are gonna overjump this. Here. And there's the legendary chest. Open it up and pray for a good item. I got the gloves! Actually, great! Because gloves are a set offense item. It increases our offense. We have a good offense now. That is great.
This lead.
Now we go to the how it's called? It's dungeon basically. And I'd like to set up my Incendio on 2. Neat trick number 1, we go invisible mode and we summon this guy. It allows us to do this these things. I failed this miserably, that's fine. So we could have summoned them both, and therefore making them both be damaged by Incendio, that is gonna be slightly faster. Now we skip everything related to that. And instead of fighting these guys, we are just gonna aim at this. Wait until it's fully down. And just run. And we can just roll here and not really that much importance.
This must be the way
so
forward,
you can skip this
but
fight
to where?
entirely. Now we do this. We press on this. Wait a little bit. Go up
Nearly there.
to the
Let's keep my wits about me.
to the void, closer to it, and then you just press again and do the stuff again. Slightly better gloves somehow and slightly better scarf. You don't really need to have big offense during this part, but if you want to, you could. And we try to do the same nonsense stuff.
Incendio.
And basically damage them both. Use the Leviosa to push them out. Oh wow, I have such a big damage, wow. So that fight is done. I really suggest you watching World Record because Lily is really great when it comes to fighting, and learning from her the fighting part is quite important. This is a more simpler one, and I'm not that really great at a lot of fighting parts. And yeah, we're skipping this like the tutorials, the cutscenes, and before we teleport, we need to get the library Blue Flame. It will be really important only at the end of the round, I must say, but it is important to get it now because we are already at library and we end the quest close to the Blue Flame. So grab it now, or else you'll lose quite a bit of time going back to library. Now we teleport to Fig. And we wait until the quest updates so we can do the stuff. We wait for Fig. Now we trigger the talk.
You cannot miss.
And now we go back to the toilet. It is quite the scary part, so if you're not really sure, you can just not do this. Grab this money chest and come back. The quest area is slightly bigger, so here it is. And while this whole stuff talking is happening, you grab the
I
money
was able
chest.
to search the
And you can
restricted
grab
section
this
while you were
chest
with
too.
Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
After that, we talk to Fig. If you're not sure if you're really scared of doing this money chest, you can, of course, do grab this one before the whole night time and starting this quest.
Oh,
and of course, you can just wait here for Fig to stop talking.
From
Now
there.
we teleport to Central Hall, and we are following to the to the greenhouse to talk to Garlic. So we go to Garlic first. We need to do this as fast as possible, but then we have to wait for something really important. So again, we get to the quest, we grab the greenhouse, but we wait. Until we see the knight is... Yep, the knight is...
I would like to talk to
Owl
you
is
about
here,
the
so we
House.
start the quest
And I'd like
immediately.
to invest
If you don't if you started earlier, the knight is owl, it's gonna be bad for you, but it's fine. I'll explain what you do in that case later on. Now we talk to Garlic, everything seems quite straightforward here.
Let's see how to
I got stuck a little bit.
make it a vitling.
Yep. Now meet Leander, it's slightly RNG for whatever reason where he's... The same with Garlic after this quest, so Garlic can be fast or slow, but oh well. Now what we do, don't grab this stuff, I'm just grabbing them as a choke. Now we grab all the Chinese chopping, but we use only one here. These are gonna be really important in the future of the run in two places, so keep in mind, try to keep them as much as possible, basically. Yep, Leander talk. Oh,
Take your time. I'll see you
I've
back in
never
class.
seen this happening right here. I
Revelio.
grabbed all of them. That's great. After that, we talk to Garlic. I got, by the way, really good Garlic RNG.
And with that
Never
helpful
mind, it's
reminder as to
decent.
why we should always wear our dress.
So yeah, we talk to Garlic, and after that, we teleport to potions.
Very highly regarded.
Yeah, this, and then potions. The one blue flame we got at the start of the round, basically. Now we are using it. And now we should get the Hackett's assignment page. That's also quite important.
Please complete the assignments I have given you.
And now we do
and then proceed to see me
this
in
part.
my
So
classroom.
first of all, we start counterclockwise.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your
this.
ingredients.
Then we spam.
Please be meticulous when adding
I think
powder
it's
to your
spacebar.
potions.
Yep, spacebar.
One errant sneeze
Quite a
could
lot.
be disastrous.
And now clockwise again. Talk to Professor Sharp. And now important part, the Garrett
My
part.
parents considered
So we
keeping
start
me home from
dialoguing with Garrett. So we skip this. Garrett, by the way, oh there it is, the Death Stare, the legendary Garrett one. It's one of like the most consistent one happening. Now we just say I'm not sure it's a good idea, and say I'm sorry I can't. It's quite important. We need this repair. Did I just click through the door?
Remember, precision
Well, that's
is
not really what
proficiency
you
in
want to.
potions of
We grab the
healing
Doors
security.
potion for the
And now
future of the
we-
round, and we switch to Heart for the next part. And you can
not supposed
go
to-
there, down there, where I'm currently going, to grab the chest. That is quite important for mostly hard runners because they have quite a lot of stuff more to work with,
now, Mr.
especially the damage
Weasley?
because they have to
Sorry,
deal way
Professor.
more stuff.
That'll be
Grab
points
the
from
Doors
Gryffindor.
potion and talk
Again.
to Professor Sharp. And after that, we try to teleport to South Hogwarts. So we aim at the South Hogwarts exit and just spam it, and when the game done with dialogues, it will unlock us it. So, in case you did the mistake during greenhouse or potions, and you, for example, don't have nor the girl from Rockadu or Professor Hackett's assignment, don't worry. After you teleport to South Hogwarts, sorry, you just reload the save, and it will give you the small tutorial that we, luckily, because we did everything right as they all came, we started the greenhouse and then we started the potions. We skipped this, learning that there's a world map and there's also this quest and etc, etc. But you'll, sadly, if you reload in order to get these quests again, then you will have to do this stuff. And sadly, if you don't reload, you won't be able to proceed the game, so you must reload and get those small tutorials. Now we just follow this path. There's sort of Hagrid's hut, like, I feel like it is similar to it. But yeah, we just go there. Again, don't grab any pages. The reason why
this looks intriguing.
You'll learn later on in the part 2 of the tutorial, I think, because it will probably end just before the all this stuff. So yeah, we talked to Natty, get the flu flame,
It is good to
but
see
instead
you,
we
my
just
friend.
have Dan again talk and
Hello,
reload.
Natty. How are you?
Because Natty has a small chance of death stare, and reloading dialogue just continues the quest. And we switch to hard for important stuff. Being actually proceed the quest with Hackett. So now we're gonna do the stuff during the Trials of Morland to complete Hackett's assignment. So we use Insanity on this too. So we got 2 out of 5. Now this person appears. And now we're gonna use Duelist for the quest of rolling, so we need to roll 10 times. So 10, 1, 2, 3,
You take this student over my dead body!
4. Well, that I am also fighting this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 8.
Tell Wilson to find me himself.
9. Not that great today. 10, and we just now we just proceed this quest. You can, I'll teach slightly more stuff. Again, because of page glitch, we'll be able to check out if we are done with the Hackett's assignment. That's quite important to get it down during this part, just to be fast. So yeah, we get the stuff about Merlin.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow
Yeah, mallow sweets. We press
just
F10.
over there by my tent.
We switch to story, and by pressing G, we can check out if you're done with Professor Hackett's assignment. In my case, yes, we are done. That's great.
Lovely.
And now we just proceed the
notice
quest
the
as
vines
normal.
on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Again, proceeding the quest as before. Roll to start running.
The flames. What should I do now?
Everything goes well. Then there's the Merlin trial cutscene, the infamous Merlin trial. If you know the game, you'll be quite mad at them. But don't worry, this is the first time and the only time we actually meet in our Merlin trials. So you guys are more than safe from them. So we talk to Nora now, again, and then we press M, and we go to Hogsmeade, and go in here. Because since we are Ravenclaw, our quest is gonna be given by Ollivander, so we are teleporting right now to Ollivander. But I made quite an important mistake, so before we do Ollivander's Hemlock, we talk to Ollivander. First we go to Hogwarts. Oh, that's quite the annoying mistake, I apologize. So, defense against the dark cards. Not the don't listen skill from past.
Greetings. I understand.
So we start this quest. We can do the same stuff as we used with Hackett, so press spam M while skipping the dialogue. And now we teleport to Hogsmeade.
Spell.
And now we get the Ollivander's letter. We interact with Ollivander. A huge mistake that must not be forgiven, of course, but oh well. And now what we do is that we talk to Ollivander and we teleport to South Hogwarts exit. Here and here. And we do a small hardcore parkour. First of all, we are nearly done with the so-called category extension map chamber percent. That is complete every quest until the map chamber, until for every class. I mean, for you get probably me. So yeah, here's basically Ollivander's Helm look. The Ravenclaw unique quest. So what we do, we go up here. This hardcore parkour saves quite a bit. But it's not the most important one. Of course, it's quite cool to get. Like 10 seconds it saves or so. But still, it's not that important. If you fail it, it's alright. Here you can get the chest if you really want.
Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the
game.
owls.
And now we need to get 5 statues. And you won't believe it, they have a very specific spot where they hang out. So of course one being here. Yep, then here.
I'm just here to help a friend.
Then we go here. This is the third one. And the fourth one being this. So you can see the stairs is the biggest entire. And this one is the fifth one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the fifth one? Oh, there it is. It's right in my leg. So gather them up. And after that, that's the main part. So we interact 5 times, and after that, after interaction, we skip the day. It's really important for the next part of the tutorial. You'll see it later on, but it's super important. So
empty pouches could be the right size for jackdaws, or statues of jackdaws. What's happening?
Yep, we skipped the night. That's why we did the Expelliarmus earlier, because the previous route for this game used to be we do the Ollivander's Helm loop, then we get the Expelliarmus, and then we wait. After that, we wait until we see the completion of this quest pop up, because this one is one of the quests that can actually softlock. And now we just follow the specific spot to Ollivander, to Jackdaw, Richard. After that, everything seems fine. You can, by the way, leap Expelliarmus while we are here, or while that small cutscene was going. After that, we talk and we try to like roll up during cutscene start in order to be slightly faster than Jackdaw, because following someone is slow.
As good as my word.
Yeah, he's following us, that's great.
Anything else I should look
but we're also faster, so we run.
A few landmarks.
So we go here, and after that, we just run straight.
You'll see.
You've been very helpful.
And the quest will continue. So here he's in a spot.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
And then the quest just goes on. So we go here to the... there's a waterfall. And here you can, by the way, follow this green line. Sorry, yellow line, because it basically tells you the exact spot you should go to. Now this is Harry Potter 3 reference.
Something oddly solemn about this place.
Now we talk to this thingy Intramuros. And time to defeat the goblins. So we spot ourselves somewhere here. And we must try to get the red one as fast as possible. So he'll appear. There it is. Oh, I failed it miserably.
Renrock knew you'd eventually
so you can get them really fast. Oh, he's still damaged quite a little.
You're no match for me.
So find this tree real quick, save the cabbages as much as possible, and enter Jackdaw Stomp. Quite an important quest. First of all, everything goes straight forward until the first door.
How big this place is.
So after you like press on the third button, so 1, 2, 3, and we immediately reload the cutscene, and it will open the door immediately. It saves like 10 seconds or so, but together it saves massive 30 seconds actually.
wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Then we just, if you want to, you can fly the spiders.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Wow, my fighting today is so bad.
Expelliarmus.
Imagine playing this game good. Now you fight. You currently have to fight these spiders. You can
Incendio.
press Incendio on this one really fast.
But if Jackdaw could solve this so well.
And we basically after that we do right the same stuff. Again, press, reload. You have quite a big timing to reload, so don't worry about it that much. And roll to run. Here you try to roll as low, as late as possible in order to do the trick, and now we have to start the cutscene where main protagonist looks at this void, and also we should get this platform start here. Quite an easy one. If you just play around with it, you'll figure it out. Hard to explain. Basically, you trigger the cutscene and immediately press forward. Here we don't really need to fight, we just run away. Funnily enough, and we just start the next fight here.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete.
I don't remember if the first one can be skipped or not, so in case it can be, of course in the second part I'll tell it all. And now if you have enough damage, the matter card will appear, they'll always appear. It's like tutorial for them existing. But if you have enough damage, you can just do this using ancient magic.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Farewell, monster.
And now we basically do the same stuff.
Spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I was lucky here. Here reload. Let's not be me in reload when you cast the third spell, and you'll appear even here.
Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Oh, shame.
I tried to do the Lumos.
Left of Ollivander's wand.
Let's
At
start
least I
again.
can take the pages. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw.
Is there something beyond
this room?
Oh. You don't use the Leviosa for this?
Incendio, Expelliarmus.
You damage them with the Expelliarmus way more.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Yeah, what's a bad idea, don't do like me. And just find those guys. Luckily you can, during cutscenes, redo your spells. And now, what is most important, Expelliarmus, and then Incendio, it will insta-kill this guy. And if you have enough, charge, you can do this. For the second one, wait until done, Expelliarmus and Incendio again. While this cutscene going, you can also grab these two chests here. Since it's quite long, you can do this.
Unnerving. What's happening?
So yep, now we're on. And we do the same stuff. Again, activating these.
Gringotts and the restricted section.
Running, and then at some point we must
am I?
do the small roll, because
No.
there's gonna happen a small cutscene again.
Flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
And of course, finally we are done with the first segment of this whole run.
I can only hope this magic
basically
protects me until I'm
nearly
able
this
to make my way
tutorial,
out
so
there.
again, what we do is wait until this door is open, please. Thank you.
What is this place?
Start running, in-game cutscene, and talk to Percival Rackham, this cutscene sadly is unskippable again, even though I tried to. But you can't. And after that we'll get the tutorial about talents in this game. So we're gonna learn a very specific one. And it's actually the Swift fastest method of actually moving this game. And I'll do a small explanation about the Swift.
Can it be?
When I'm finally unlocking it. Again, talk to Rackham. Here's the last option. And talents, and core, and there's Swift. So a little bit explaining Swift. As I said, how to use it. You hold your roll basically. So this is the fastest method, but it can also be slightly faster, and the way to do it is when you're rolling, you also press left button, so basically like this. And it skips this small main protagonist doing this, I don't know, this funny pose. And it's gonna be, it's 0.5 faster, but it is faster. So after that we exit this. We put on any slot disillusionment again. Sadly we can't do the Swift and Hogwarts. Exiting the map chamber. Before going the way the game wants us to, we go to this chest and we grab the money. Because the money are gonna be quite important throughout this run. And here we are.
I wonder
in
if
at
Professor
Hogwarts.
Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough
yeah,
to distract
that's so
myself
cool.
with till he returns with the book.
And sadly that's it for the first part of this tutorial. Again, thank you very much for watching it. I hope it helped you learn basically the entirety of Map Chamber. This is where, by the way, category extension will end when the pop out for Map Chamber is done. And I hope to see you people soon enough. Hello, Sharp, by the way.
Banishing charm.
And bye-bye.
Useful for